We've all seen moths before. Those fuzzy little butterfly-looking creatures whose larvae eat your clothes. But what were to happen if a moth and a man cross? Well, you get an international sensation. This is Mothman. Greetings and salutations. Today's topic of discussion is the one and only Mothman. So buckle up, strap on your wings, look out the window, like and subscribe, and let's dive into this. November 1966. Two couples, Roger and Linda Scarberry, and Steve and Mary Millette, saw a menacing creature with glowing red eyes. They said that it followed their car for a while before rising up and, I quote, like a helicopter, and then gliding away. As for the name, Mothman, it comes from them describing the wings as moth-like. Nowadays, many people firmly believe in the Mothman's existence. In fact, they believe a Mothman sighting is a warning for an incoming danger or terrible event, such as the Silver Bridge collapse, December 15th, 1967. Being classified as a cryptid comes with a reputation, and many people believe that the Mothman is inherently evil. Though also many people tend to believe that the Mothman can see into the future and is merely trying to warn people of upcoming disasters. As for the cryptid's abilities, we have camouflage, casualty manipulation, or foresight. It's not entirely known if he causes them or merely warns of them. Enhanced vision, or rather night vision, fear inducement, high-speed flight, gliding, and light negation. Whilst now Mothman is exceptionally popular with merch, TV adaptations, even a documentary on Netflix, plushies, statues, hell, even Donald Trump tweeted about Mothman. It is certain to say that Mothman is quite popular now, but originally the myth itself wasn't too far spread until newspapers and authors caught a hand of it. Though what really sprung Mothman into popularity was the 2002 film The Mothman Prophecies. The Mothman was also briefly mentioned in the X-Files, though, as I previously stated, the Mothman Prophecies is widely assumed to have made it so popular amongst our generation now. I have already hinted towards the Silver Bridge collapse, however many people claim to have sighted Mothman briefly before the event occurred. That's likely where the belief comes from that he warns or perhaps even brings tragedy. And the town of Point Pleasant, which is where he was originally sighted for the first time, hosts an annual Mothman festival and even has a 12-foot stainless steel statue of the Mothman. This has exponentially increased tourism by around 73%. Think of that. Though of course, ever since this incident, a lot of people have tied sightings of other creatures to Mothman. For example, the Black Bird of Chernobyl. I don't think we have to talk about Chernobyl for too long, but in short, it was a nuclear reactor failure that caused 150,000 square kilometers or 57,000 square miles in Belarus, Russia, and Ukraine to become uninhabitable and filled with radiation. Supposedly, days before the failure, a few workers reported sighting a huge creature with a large wingspan and glowing red eyes sweeping around the area. A lot of people believe this to have been Mothman. In my last video, I discussed banshees, and coincidentally, there are some parallels, if you choose to believe what people say. Banshees are supposed to warn of incoming death, whereas Mothman warns of incoming global events, such as the collapse of the Silver Bridge, or perhaps the failure of the nuclear reactor in Chernobyl. There could be some links here, and that has caused some people to speculate that Mothman could be a banshee. Most people seem to believe that the Mothman lives in, quote, the TNT area. As for the most recent sighting, that was in June 2022 in the Canal in Rockford, Illinois. and was even mentioned in an episode of the Netflix series Unsolved Mysteries. Aside from the fact that the Mothman had a literal president tweeting about it, it has also been mentioned, shown, and talked about in Fallout 76. Though I will be fully honest, they've made Mothman way too cute. I mean, oh my god, I just want to pet him. Now, I'm sure we've all seen this popular image as shown on screen, right? Well, what if I told you that it cannot be proven that it's real or fake? That's right, there's no evidence to suggest that it is real or fake. So it's a little bit of a Schrödinger's Katze situation. It could be true, it could be false, it could be neither. Now, we cannot discuss Mothman without at least mentioning John Keel, who studied the Mothman phenomenon like no other on the planet. He reported encounters with mysterious men in black around the same time as the sightings with Mothman. Now to the debunking section. A lot of people seem to believe that the Mothman was likely just a sandhill crane, which is a possibility, but I want to believe